Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 17 shows Shikamaru's masterful plan on how to stop Matsuri and Ryu, and just showcase how ruthless he can be, unlike Naruto's talk it out approach. Also, there's no action in this chapter, but it's great build up on what's to come next. But before we start, if you will kindly hit that subscribe button, I greatly appreciate it. And Merry Christmas to everyone and a Happy New Year's. So let's talk about Shikamaru's devious plan, which I love. It's a little fucked up, but I'm all for it. And Shikamaru is explaining to Konohamaru that these Shinjus have specific targets they're after. For example, Hidori's after Sadara and Matsuri's after you. And we learned something new about these Shinjus, which is very telling. Shikamaru says they may not be truly evil. In his personal opinion, they're like newly born wild beasts. Basically like baby cubs. Jura is the mother bear, while his little Shinju army is his cubs, and that's why he wants to learn so much about the shinobi world so he can relay these messages to his crew. And Shikamaru is also saying that they don't have true evil intent for the time being. They're basically like animals and reacting on instinct. But don't be fooled, because they have dangerous strength and they pose a threat to us and the shinobi world as well too. And I'm like, very good stuff about learning about the Shinju, because we all wonder like, okay, do they really know about their abilities, how to do certain things? But no, they're just acting on pure instinct. Like I said before, this is why Jura wants to learn so much about the shinobi world. And this is a juicy part of the plan. Shikamaru tells Konohamaru, become friends with them, win them over, tame them. Like these wild beasts are still innocent little cubs. And after you get their trust, betray them, take them down. I'm like, pure ruthless. And then Shikamaru's not stopping. He's like, yo, Naruto probably wouldn't take this route, but I'm not him. I propose this tactic to get rid of these superhuman monsters for the survival of the shinobi world. And I'm like, you know what, Shikamaru? I agree with your plan. Because Naruto, he would have took, the talk it out approach before he fucked them up. That's Naruto's thing. He'll talk it out. If you're not going to listen, he's going to beat the shit out of you. Then he's going to make you listen after that. Shikamaru's like, no. Let's play with their minds, manipulate them since they have young minds, and then take them down. And then Shikamaru saying that, how do you feel about that? Did your heart reel just now? Don't allow it. This is a perfect plan. And if you truly consider them nothing but foes, get them to drop their guard and then kill them. I'm like, I love this plan. And I'm like, you know what? I'm all for it, because at the end of the day, these Shinjus are basically Otsutsuki level type, and as of right now, you can't take them lightly, and you gotta take the best approach to take them down with less casualties. And before Konohamaru leaves for his mission, Shikamaru tells him one more thing. Do you know why Matsuri is after you? It's because she bears romantic feelings towards you. And I'm like, okay, Konohamaru, you've been taking some L's throughout the story, but you got somebody who loves you and wants to be by your side. And Shikamaru saying that, so this plan of hers, in its state of turmoil, is the best approach for you. And one more thing, like I told you before, be heartless. And I hope Shikamaru don't fuck this up and starts catching feelings for Matsuri. And I understand that, they used to be teammates and all that stuff. The mission is to steal their thorn and take them back to their tree to revive the people who were taken away from them. And as of right now, Shikamaru is saying that you need to find a way to separate them and then take charge of the situation and do what has to be done. And I'm like, I love this plan. Very thought out and very articulate, and it's going to be perfect as long as everybody plays their role. And then we see Konohamaru in Team 7, missing Boruto and Kawaki, but it's all good. And as of right now, he just walked up to them saying, yo, are you guys searching for Boruto too? We're at the same goal, and we're looking for him as well. And we should join forces. And you see Matsuri looking all shy and just blushing. I'm like, basically she looks like when Ada uses her power and everybody's just blushing, just looking at them. Right now she has the same look looking at Konohamaru. And then remember how that chapter 16 ended with the toad on the floor? I love this because they laid out little things of Boruto, the toad and his little medals around his cloak, so he can use it for his teleportation and use this to separate them both from them, which I really like as well too. And as of right now, we see Matsuri find a piece of the metal, basically saying that, hey, this is one of the things that Boruto uses for his teleportation. And then Konohamaru was like, I'm going to take Matsuri and you guys take Ryu and we're going to split them up and just find, little things that, relate to Boruto so we can get their attention. I like this part where Ryu said when he's with Sadara and Mitsuki are pretty nice. Just like I was told by Jura, and he has a lot of respect for you guys. And Manju, remember when he invaded Hidden Leaf and he saw the way Team 10 worked together flawlessly, and he commended them that you guys are doing a phenomenal job and I commend you guys. And it's kind of fucked up because, you know, the plan is, you know, gain their trust and then take them down right after, while Jura just gave them the respect that, hey guys, you know, like, I really respect the hidden leaf. And Ryu says that, I was told by Jura, if I run into hidden ninjas, take them down. I think Konohamaru is going to fuck this mission up. I'm not going to lie to you, because I think Matsuri is playing him. Because when we first see her, like, she's all badass. Because I think Jura might know information about Konohamaru. Maybe he knows that he probably cares for her too. And he probably, you know, the same way Koji told Shikamaru about these Shinjus, I think Jura has some information about these shinobis. And he probably gave some intel about Konohamaru. And I think Matsuri is playing Konohamaru to let his guard down. Comment below, guys. What do you guys think about that? As we're talking about this love dilemma right now, we have a love triangle going on with Sadara, Sumire, and Boruto. And as of right now, Sadara is just, you know, in La La Land thinking about what happened with Sumire and what she said to her. And I'm going to say this right now. Sumire is kind of at fault as well too, because she's telling, you know, Sadara that, oh, how can you run into his arms, knowing that how I have feelings for Boruto. And I'm saying this, you know, Sumire and Sadara, they were alone together for 3 years, and you're telling me not even once they talked about Boruto. Sumire never brought up once about having feelings for Boruto. Never in those 2 years at all. So Sumire's at fault too. But like I said before, it's all about communication, and it kind of reminds you of Blue Box and Dandadan with Okaru and Momo. Like, he likes her a lot, but he tends to, you know, not communicate his feelings. And same thing for Momo as well too. If you're not gonna explain your feelings, you're not gonna know what the person's feeling, and you might lose the opportunity to be with that person. Same thing with Blue Box with Takaki and Shinichi. Both of them are not explaining or communicating their feelings toward each other. And as of right now, you've seen this whole prolong of, you know, does he like me? Does she not like me? Like, what are the things going on? And Sumire, why did you never communicate with Sadara? Like, hey, I have feelings for Boruto. And if she did, and Sadara just went up to, you know, gave Boruto a hug, then damn, that's kind of dirty. But I still think Sumire never communicated to Sadara about how she felt about Boruto. But as of right now, this whole thing's a mess right now. But comment below, guys. Do you think Sumire is at fault for not communicating her feelings about Boruto to Sadara? And then, I like this part of this chapter. We get a panel of Kashikoji sitting down and Boruto right next to him. And it gave me vibes of Star Wars. Palpatine and Darth Vader. And I'm like, end of the day, Palpatine, you know, he had his own motive. And I think Kashikoji still has his own motive. Like, granted, yes, he's teaching Boruto all these things, but there's something that we don't know. Maybe him and Amado still have a plan behind the scenes, you know, whatever they want to accomplish. And Darth Vader, like, granted, he was all about the dark side and all that stuff, but I felt like deep down he still never trusted Palpatine. And there's times where Boruto looked at Kashikoji in this chapter, gave him a look like, I don't really trust you. And as of right now, Boruto's telling Kashikoji, like, what's the percentage of them failing this mission? And don't lie to me and ask you for a number. And Kashikoji says, either way, Boruto, you're not leaving. The same way Himawari can't leave the hidden leaf is the same way you can't leave either. Because Jura would make his move, and as of right now, you're still not ready to take him down. Basically saying that Boruto has to go back to training, or possibly mastering his karma mark or unlocking Jogan, which, you know, we've been waiting for years. Like I said before, Boruto doesn't really trust Kashikoji. I feel like he knows that he probably has his own motive, and he wants to, you know, keep an eye on him just in case he does try to slip up. I love this part of the chapter. It's pretty funny. And there's an alert that Jura has came to the hidden leaf again. But he's not there to destroy shit. He's just there to get some books. Like I said before in my previous video, short, Jura's coming in there to learn more about the shinobi way and how the shinobi work, and wants to get that knowledge and teach that to his little cubs and be better prepared when he does invade the hidden leaf. And I think the next time he does invade the hidden leaf, he's gonna let them know, like, hey guys, in this day and this time, I'm coming there. Be prepared. You won't come out victorious. And this is funny because Shikamaru's like, just ignore him, let it go. He's just there to get some books. Just let him be and just don't engage. And it's funny because, you know, the previous chapter where Kashikoji said, just leave Jura alone. He's not going to make a move right now. He just wants to learn. And it's just funny. Just like, let him be. But the person I believe is going to make a move is Kawaki. The final panel, he finally interrogates Amado, rips the goddamn cigarette out of his mouth, throws him against the wall. And he's like, enough of this shit. And you're going to draw out all my powers till its full extent. The next chapter, we're going to see Kawaki when his limit off. Possibly new transformation. Maybe his hair is more spiky. But we're going to see Kawaki at his fullest power. And I just cannot wait. And that's how the chapter ends, guys. Like I said before, not a lot of actions. But we learned a lot of new things about the Shinjus, their minds, how they're just baby cubs, and Shikamaru's ruthless plan. But guys, comment below, what do you thought about Shikamaru's plan? And guys, until next time, this is Culture Anime.